Hi, so in today's video I wanted to answer a question I found on the internet, and it goes like this. How can I prevent losing my train of thought while speaking in formal settings? And so what I've noticed about myself is that when I am in an interview, for example, or if I'm having a debate, or if I'm just having any sort of conversation that I want to go really, really well, I try to visualize my thought process kind of like a tree. And you start at the base of the tree, and from there you branch out, you branch out, you branch out. And by visualizing your thought process like a tree that branches out, it basically helps you formalize your thought process so that you start broad and then you narrow it in, you narrow it in, and you narrow it in. And that's a really easy tip for how I maintain my train of thought when I'm publicly speaking. I use a visualization and I visualize my thought on kind of like a tree. Or if that's too hard of an example, think of it like as an ancestral tree, and so it starts from the top and then it goes down. You start really broad and then you go narrower and narrower and narrower and narrower. Or if you want to visualize it the other way, you could start as a tree. You start at the base of the tree, you start really broad, and then you go up and you go to this tree branch, narrower, you go to this tree branch, narrower, narrower, narrower. And the reason why I like this strategy is because when you visualize your thought process, it makes it clear where you are on the map. And so basically the tree analogy or the branching diagram analogy is a visualization on which I plant my thoughts, or I plant the way that I think. And so let's say for this example, in answering this question, how can I prevent losing my train of thought while speaking in formal settings? I'm imagining that question at the top of the page, and I'm visualizing it. So I'm visualizing a piece of paper, and at the top of the page is that question. And then it branches down. Okay, I have a visualization. Okay, where is the visualization start? Where's the visualization end? And it keeps going and going and going and going and going. And by visualizing a branching tree, it helps me formalize my thoughts, but also keep track of where I am. So I filled out one area of this branching diagram in answering this question, and if I want to go to this side, I could give examples. Okay, I already gave some examples. I gave more examples. Okay. So I think for me, the easiest way to not lose my train of thought when I'm speaking in formal settings is to keep a visualization in mind of where I am in my thought process and to have it visually laid out in my visual field. It's not literally there, but I'm visualizing it. So it's like an imaginary piece of paper, kind of like when you wrote essays when you were younger, how they said, you have an introduction, you have a body, and then you have a conclusion. But instead of trying to write an entire essay out visually in your head, I have a branching diagram. So I start with, okay, here's the question I have to answer. Okay, what are examples of how I think? Okay, but what are also the broader picture of what sort of principles at play? Okay, what's the conclusion? The easiest way to not lose your train of thought when you're in a formal setting is to have a visualization and to visualize your words or your thought process out with diagrams and images. Hope that helps.